Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope that you enjoy your time with us. We're going to be talking about marriage and relationships, and basically the marriage relationship. And you know, some of you may not be married, but to be honest, even if you're not married, sometimes the best time to get teaching on marriage is before you get married. Because a lot of times people don't think about that, and then they have all these problems maybe could have been avoided if they would have done a little more studying before they got into the relationship. And so I guess I'd like to just open with this statement. Relationships can be very challenging. Can anybody say amen? And especially the marriage relationship can be challenging because you're with that person all the time. And going to lunch with a friend is quite different than being married to somebody for 50 years. And Dave and I have been married 50 years. And I can say that during that period of time, God has changed me a lot. And it's probably a good thing, because if I wouldn't have let him do that, I probably wouldn't still be married today. And so I want to start out by talking to you about what are your expectations when you get married. If you're not married yet, what is it that you're expecting? Or if you are married, what do you expect from the person that you're married to? I think one of the things in our lives that gives us a lot of problems is just having unrealistic expectations. You know, when you're expecting somebody to give you something they don't know how to give you, or to maybe understand something about you that they could not possibly understand, especially if you're expecting somebody to make you happy all the time. And I do think a lot of people, when they get married with the idea that now you're going to make me happy all the time. And first of all, you know, some of the things that you feel when you're dating somebody is totally different than the way you feel, you know, after you've been married for a while. And so there's a lot of excitement and goosebumps and all those things. You know, it's almost like, you know, the chase is different than when you actually get what you want. For example, I didn't know when I married Dave that he played golf. I didn't even know that. And of course, you've heard all my golf stories, my funny stories. I mean, I didn't know that he was as crazy about sports as he is. You know, that those were not, he wasn't focusing on that at that time. He was focusing on me. I was like the most important thing in his life.